About them dogs. What's going on, Calvin? What's happening? I gotta get this other one off. I don't start it over. What's going on, Thailand Adventures? What's up, Bout? GT Junior. Tasha, she grows. Y'all know I'm feeling good. Walsh family. How about them dogs? We just won the national championship. It's about time. Yeah, I got it together now. Yeah, I got it together now. I tried to go live through YouTube. I never done that before. Yeah, I was trying to go live through YouTube. I never done it before. I wish you was StreamYard. And I definitely know what I was doing. Miss Clemens. Oh, I'm sorry. They say, how about them dogs? They did. Yeah, it's about time, Miss Clemens. We won one. Lord of mercy. You know I've been sick. Walsh Farm, you from Blackshear? Home of the national championship quarterback. Oh, I'm glad he pulled it off. Whew. That boy was messing up bad tonight, but he got it done. Drop a beat. I got something. Let me go on my little. I got a beat. Let's see. I'm going on my little app. Man, y'all just don't know how happy I am. Yeah, I'm gonna drop that one. That's my bulldog beat right there. Hey, everybody say hello to Thailand Adventures and Gardens. That's her name is Bout. She's great. Kicking It Country Vlog. What's going on, man? How about them dogs from a Tar Heel? I'll take that. Man, you just don't know how happy I am. Oh, she's talking about your tagline. Yeah, we'll play a little music. I just wanted to come on here right quick, man. I am so happy. I am. Y'all just don't know. Bougie Prepper. Tasha, oh, she grows. Go Dogs. That's what I'm talking about. Go Dogs. Whew, finally got one. So tired of losing to them jokers, man. I just know every time we're gonna do some dumb coaching and lose the game. Every time. We pull one out tonight. So I got to be happy with that. It's been a long time. Really long time. And I know I'm up. What time is it? It's almost 1 o'clock. Lord have mercy. I ain't know that way. Sandy back up. What's up, Sandy? Yes, sir. How about them dogs? Yes, sir. How about them dogs? Yes, sir. Yeah, it's been since 1990. Long time. Yeah. That was back when no, it wasn't like that's 1980. That's back when I was selling Cokes at the Georgia game. Trying to anyway. I really wasn't even watching the game. I mean, trying to sell no Cokes. I was trying to watch the game. It's been since 1980, GT. You said it's almost 10 o'clock down Cali time. That's cool. Y'all just don't know, man. I am so happy we finally pulled one off. We ain't got to pull another one off. I just got to see one. Thank you, Lord. was sitting there biting my nails. I don't even want to watch it again. Y'all, make sure y'all say hello to Miss Clemens. Everybody speak to each other and check each other's channel out. Sunday Backyard Gardener. It's a good gardener. Bougie Prepper. GT Junior Grows in Alaska. Thailand Adventures in Garden. I was watching her the other day. She was at this this college in Thailand, and where the students was growing all these different vegetables and stuff. And she went to interview one of the students. It was great. My Tiny Garden. What's going on? Y'all up with the vampire. I am so happy. I'm finna go live. I don't have my only topic is the Bulldogs won. Whew, thank you, Lord. Thank you, Lord. I just want to show my face for a quick second to say that the Bulldogs finally pulled one off. Finally pulled one off. Kicking It Country said, "Good morning, y'all. Y'all make sure y'all check out Kicking It Country vlogs. Make sure you check them out." Yeah, and don't forget, every Saturday for the first 3 Saturdays in the month, me, Everyday Life of an OCD is Chick Nikki, and Michael Farmer. We have a live. We did the first one this past Saturday. Nikki will be doing the one this Saturday called The Chat, where we'll be chatting about all types of topics, gardening, everyday life, whatnot. So make sure you guys come check us out. I believe it's at 7 o'clock on this Saturday. And then I'll be doing the one next Saturday. So y'all come and make sure y'all, show a little bit of support and come check us out. See what we're talking about. To be fun. Kicking It Country say he's at work third shift. So if you want to stay, chat all night, I'm game. Miss Johnny said, that's the same thing I said about them Hogs. But them Hogs got a good, they did real good this year. In fact, the head coach over there, Arkansas, he came from Georgia. He was one of our line coaches. They did really good this year. Arkansas did. Oh, Tasha, she grows. Yeah, you were there. Yeah, so we'll be just talking about different topics. Some of it is, what's trending. Some of it just good old-fashioned fun, and, it's going to be fun. So, we're coming up with different topics every Saturday. And we're also asking people in the chat, to give ideas of topics of some of the things that they want to talk about. And it could be just about anything. Only thing that we're trying to stay away from is politics, religion, race, those type of things. But other than that, yeah, we're going to chat it up. We're going to have some of that nostalgia, some of that back in the day, your favorite old school, all that kind of stuff. So hopefully you guys can come and get engaged and have some fun with us. Last Saturday, Michael Farmer did his jackpot. I think the jackpot got up to like $130. So he gave away $130 on the jackpot. And I think New Year's Eve, Sunday Backyard Farmer won the jackpot. I think it was like $319 or $419 or something like that. Sunday Backyard Farmer won. So he'll be doing that once a month when he's running the chat. And then that's his thing. And then I think Nikki and we're just going to be doing like a $5 giveaway through Cash App. We'll ask a question or something like that. We may do some seed giveaways and stuff like that. So we want you guys to be engaged and come check us out. The chat. Oh, Sunday Backyard Farm said was $429. I could do a lot with $429 right about now. I could do a lot with $429 right about now. Yes, sir. Surely can. Shoot, my daughter just hit me for some her nursing school books. I could gave her that for that. I'm telling you what they want for that. Oh yeah, and Dale won a truck last. She won a lot of seeds. So Michael Farmer gave away a starter garden starter kit. Had all kind of seeds in there. Where your mods at? They're not here. The ones that I have as mods. But I took care of old boy. It ain't that much going on. So thank you, Bow. I was like, if I would have won every penny, would have went into the chicken coop. Yeah, so that's what I'm doing right now. So I'm about to get some chicken. So I've been sketching out on a piece of paper the design. I've looked at a lot of designs, and I was trying to come up with what I want as far as the chicken coop is concerned. I don't want it too big. I'm not gonna get that many birds, so I think I got the final sketch together of what I want to do. So I'll uh, I'll start shooting some video on that of building this chicken coop. It's going to be 4x8, and what's going on, T Hart? Yeah, it's going to be 4x8, and I just got to get the hardware. I got some. I got some of the stuff. There's some things I need to buy, whatnot. I've been looking at different automatic feeders, building one. Been looking at automatic waters. You know, what can I do? And I think I have a design in mind that I want to do as far as um, building the feeding system and the water system. My tiny garden said mine too. My daughter's in nursing school. Yeah, I got two of them in nursing school. Yeah. Right after Christmas, she called me to my some. She needed $1,000 for her books. Good Lord. I think it was a 10-pack. I should go. Thank you, and I'll return the favor. It may take a few minutes because I'm not working. Tasha, I should go. Oh yeah, I'm getting chickens. Yeah. Ooh, Callie says she has one chicken now, and she's getting 20 more. Ooh, Lord, no. Oh no, she said she has 17, and she'll be getting 20 more next. No, ma'am, I'm not having that many. Um, I think I'm going to stay with under 5. Yeah, I think I'll stay with under 5. I've been looking at let me try to what's that Australian lop or whatever that is, that black chicken. Been looking at that, and I've been looking at the buff Orringtons. I think it's going to be either one of those breeds, kind of docile chicken, and one that's not that noisy, and no roosters, just all hens. So hopefully in the next month or so, I'll get the coop build, and then I'll go from there as far as the birds are concerned. I can't wait. The order in your T Harper said, man, the order in your garden is impressive. Yeah, I try to kind of organize it some. What I like to do is I like to draw out all of my garden beds and get the dimensions, and then I'll kind of, you know, pencil in what I want to put where, um, just as a guideline. And sometimes it works out that way. Sometimes it doesn't because I plant so much. A lot of times I have to move things because I plant a lot. So I may grow some transplants, and then besides the transplant, I'll direct sow. And sometimes what happens with that is the transplant, I'm trying to do some succession growing. transplants will come up, and then you'll see the smaller plants from the direct sowing coming up next to them. And sometimes the ones I direct sow, they jump up and get real big real quick. And that could cause an issue a little bit, but nothing major. I just moved the plants to another place. Tasha She Girl said her husband wants to get a couple of chicken for eggs. I like the fancy ones that look like they have wide leg pants. Yeah, they got all kind of crazy silkies and all that. California. Callie says she's gonna get some for meat birds. I think the buff Argentines and the other bird that I'm looking at, you can use them for either or. Hi Stacy, I'm not sure how you spell it. It's spelled with the E. It's Stacey. No to politics. I started watching YouTube because there's nothing on TV outside of sports worth watching. Pretty much. They're called silkies. Yeah, they're a funny looking bird. I heard they're very docile bird though, like really calm bird. I've been reading up on a lot of these birds. When I was young, my great uncle, they had all that stuff, chickens and guinea hens and peacock, mules, all that kind of stuff. I was scared of the chickens. Buff Orringtons, yeah, I'm looking at Buff Orringtons on Sunday Backyard Gardener, and this is another one. It's a bird from Australia, and I don't want to mess up the name because it's not right in front of me. But it's going to be either or. I don't think I'm going to mix the breeds. I think I'm gonna get one of whatever breed it is. So it'll either be Buff Orringtons or I was finna look it up, and I'm not gonna do it. The other one is a Australorp or something like that. Australorp. So I'll do something like that for sure. And I'm looking forward to getting these birds. I'm looking forward to the spring. So hopefully everybody got their seeds. I have some. I got a few more. Well, I got some sitting in a cart that I hadn't hit the buy button yet, but I got quite a few seeds sitting in a cart that I want. Some of the stuff I'll plant this year. Some of the stuff I may wait till the fall to plant. But I would rather have the seeds in hand than not to have them. What do you think about quail? The eggs are very small, but they are rich. I'm not sure how nosy they are. It's a guy on YouTube I follow. He's a real cool guy. His YouTube channel is named Ericism, like Ericism. And he just got some quail. They was like really small little baby birds and all that. And now they mature so fast, they're laying eggs. So he just did a video last month on his quails. And I think he got the quails in like November. It was either early November and December, they're laying eggs. So apparently they must mature pretty quickly, but you could probably reach out to Eric and he can give you some information about those quails. I like quail. I mean, I love, cooked quail. It's very good. I'm going to be changing my name to Redbird Farm next. Thanks. I wasn't sure because our daughter is Stacy and everybody told us we spell it wrong. No, Stacy spelled several ways. I've seen it spelled Stacy, Stacie, Stacey. So just however you want to spell it. However, whatever you wrote on the birth certificate. But mine is Stacey. But when people spell it CY, I don't make a fuss about it. When I was in school, I used to have teachers call me Stanley, and I know Stanley and Stacy don't look anything alike. They call me Sunshine. What's going on, Sunshine? I seen your little entry into the grow off. Everybody that's in the grow off, I wish everybody a whole lot of luck. You guys have a good time with that. Let me see what she said. Come on, Mr. Dirt. At least you need 8 to 10 chickens to corn and whatever you don't feed or want the garden, they will love. Because we're talking about meat too and eggs. I'm not talking about meat birds. I'm just talking about eggs. Yeah, I'm not talking about meat birds, just eggs. Now, I don't want that many. I'm just build a coop, 4 by 8, and that should accommodate 4 or 5 birds comfortably. So, Simply Jan, what's going on, Jan? How are you? How's the weather out there in Missouri? It's been cold here in Georgia. It's been crazy. It's been cold. The sun come out, rain, been all over the place. Y'all speak to Miss Jan. She has a wonderful channel. She's out there in Missouri, got a nice homestead out there in Missouri. Jan got all kind of chickens. Callie Homestead Pooh Bear saying editing that video for the grow off took forever. I hate editing. I've gotten in, I know what I'm doing with the editing now, so it doesn't take as long for me to do it. I use CapCut editor, and I figured it out. And it's just some little things I need to know. For sure, you'll never learn everything, but as far as what I do, I've got the little editing down. It looks okay to me. Yeah, Buff Orringtons. Yeah, that's the birds I'm looking at. Those, and let me look at this other bird I'm looking at. I'm looking at Buff Orringtons. And what's the name of the other bird? It's going to be one of these. Australorp. I guess I'm pronouncing that right. Australorp. 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 I think this bird, whoa, that bird right there. I don't know if you guys can see that. Whoa. Can never get this. That bird. Yeah. It'll be him or the Buff Orrington. One or the other. Montana Garden says it was 25 degrees in central Illinois today, but the wind chill made it feel like 9 degrees. Oh no. It was like early in the morning, it probably was in the 30 something, but about midday, it was about 40, I think it was 44, 45, something like that. But the wind was blowing, it was cold. Yeah, that is a pretty bird. So it'll be that or the Buff Origins, one or the other. No, I don't want no guineas. I know that they're loud. I know that they're loud. You want to worry about any bugs around your house, they'll take care of all that. But yeah, my great uncles, all of them had guineas. They was loud. They had guineas, chickens, and peacocks. Yes, Jan, I appreciate. It'll be one of those, the Australorps or Lorps, or however you pronounce that, or the Buff Orchids, one or the other. Gardner Twitty, what's going on? Did y'all see my bulldogs finally get one? Lord have mercy. She said 40 is a heat wave here. It was cold here. Man, it was cold here today. Especially in the shade. The high today was 32. That's warmer than it has been in the past week. Yeah. We got weekend before last, we got into the 20s with 40-mile-an-hour winds. It was crazy. I was up the whole night. I had to keep running outside because the wind was blowing my door on my greenhouse. And I was like, oh Lord, it's so cold, it's gonna kill my peppers and whatnot, and kept running out there. and trying to close it and whatnot. It was crazy. And then it started sleeting. Man, it was crazy. Tasha said guineas allowed and like they're wearing skirts. It's a pretty bird. F.R. Humphreys. Hey everyone, what's going on? Everybody's up after them Bulldogs on pull one off. Finally, thank God. Kayla said she took 2 days. She started on Friday to shoot that video. Yeah, George, we rode them tires on back to Alabama. I can Cali says 42 right now. I don't know what our temperature is right now. Let me see what the temperature is in Georgia right now. Weather. It's 35 right now. It's 35 right now. And tomorrow, the low gonna be 27. The high is gonna be 49. So for all those people that don't think it gets cold in Georgia, okay. My lady's from New Jersey. She said she thought that till she came down here. When she moved down here, so the low will be 27 and the high tomorrow will be 49. We've been in the 20s and 30s. Hopefully the high 50s for the coming week. We love some puppies, especially Bulldogs. Check out that video. I can live without snow. Yeah, I can live without it. Y'all can have that snow. 39 degrees in South Carolina. And Kelly, she said it's supposed to get 69 tomorrow. You ain't got to show out. Tasha, it's been 19 and 25 with 21 inches of snow last week. No, ma'am. We're not gonna do that. No. Oh Lord, no. That reminds me of when I was stationed in Germany twice. I know what cold is, and Korea, and Oklahoma. It get cold as I don't know what in Oklahoma. Good Lord, get cold there. That wind. But man, he says a nice 26 right now in Western North Carolina. No, brother. Tomorrow the high will be 28. The low will be 20s. Spring me, please. But yeah. For a second there, we had some in the 30s. I was out there hunting, like 38 degrees, and then it warm up. I was like, well, maybe we won't get no. F.R. Humphrey said his son goes to Alabama, we crying. Yeah. Well, you know how I feel. My nephew played for Alabama. Yeah, the traitor. I think what Gino win? I think he won like 2 national championships with Alabama and I think 3 SEC titles. He got several rings. They call me Sunshine. So I'm quiet over here after the loss, but oh well, roll tide. Yeah, roll on. I heard some Alabama fans early in the year talking about they want to get rid of Nick Saban. Like, man, y'all don't got spoiled. Y'all people tripping. Y'all get rid of Nick Saban. We'll take him. Sip with some soil. 55. So I ran from the cold. Oh no, 29 inches of snow. No, thank you. I know that's right, Jan. Brenda Baker said it was bad in Oklahoma last week, but not this week. Yeah, I actually live in Oklahoma. I went to school out there, and I was stationed out there. Yeah, but it gets a little nifty. 36 degrees in central Alabama, down to 28 tonight. Wow. Y'all got the same kind of temperature we got going on over here in Georgia. Roll Tide until he graduates. That's how it was with my nephew. I was going to some Alabama games. I had on all my Georgia gear, and they was like, "You can't go in that game with all that stuff on." They stopped at some sporting goods store, and I had a Alabama hoodie with an Alabama hat and got that to go in the game because they wouldn't let me wear my Georgia gear. So I kept that stuff until Gino graduated. Once he graduated, I got rid of it. I'm just trying to support him. Tasha Oshiguro says she can't believe it's that cold. Yeah, Georgia gets cold. Yeah, I'm in Central Georgia. I'm like, well, a little bit higher than Central Georgia. I'm right outside of Atlanta. It gets even colder in the mountains. If you're in North Georgia, like in the mountains, it's even colder in the mountains. You start going towards South Georgia, like with Black Tropicals there in Savannah, it's warmer there. Lazy Dog Farms, they're a little further south, maybe a little warmer there. Shane, Kinfolk's Farm, they're a little southwest. The further south you go, the little warmer it gets. But you come up this way, no, it can get a little cold. Jan said they just pulled through 8 degrees. And now going into the 50s. And the 50s going to feel like it's 70 out there, coming from 8 degrees. Miss Clemens said, we want snow, no ice. It's cold in Arkansas, too, this year. It's been in the 20s almost half a week. Almost all week. Ooh, week. That's cold. I need to go get some of my firewood and bring it up on the deck. Stack some up here so just in case I can get that grill going. What's going on, Big Matt? Outdoors with Big Matt. What's going on, brother? How you? Y'all check out Outdoors with Big Matt. He's a up-and-coming YouTuber also. He does a lot of lives and they do a lot of outdoor stuff. They got guys like Backlash, Fisherman, and those guys like that, First Time Adventures, that frequent his channel. Miss Clemens said it was almost 20s all week at night. Wow. Gardens Moore. What's going on, Gardens Moore? Did you see them Bulldogs, Gardens Moore? Did you see them dogs? Did you see them junkyard dogs? I'm going to sleep with a big old smile if I get some sleep. Y'all know I don't sleep well, so I'm always up. But I may get me some sleep today. Them junkyard dogs and did their thing. I was sick watching that game. Y'all make sure y'all go check out Gardens More. Everybody check out each other's channel. Support each other. Let's support each other. I can't wait till the spring. So I went and bought some little flat containers to put my starter cups and stuff in. I think I might have to go buy a few more. And I'll probably start my spring planting probably the first or the second week in February. A lot of people start around, they use Valentine's Day as a starting point, 6 to 8 weeks back from your last frost. And so if I count back, it'll be like the 1st of February. But with a greenhouse, I can get started a little bit earlier. So I may do that with some of my plants, get started a little bit earlier. But I'm going to be making some more beds. In fact, I'm going to shoot a video. I hadn't shot it yet on how to build a raised bed. I think it's going to be 6 by 3 by 6. I think I'm going to have it like 3 feet deep. I could make it 4. I could make it 6 by 4, but it'll either be 6 by 4 or 6 by 3. But I'm going to show you how to make a raised bed for under $10. Yeah, for under $10. So I think I'm going to make a few of those because I grew some purple whole peas last year. Well, yeah, last year. And I'm going to grow some more, but I want the bed that I'm going to build for them is just for purple whole peas. Man, those things were so good. I mean, I gave some to Shelby's mother, I get my mom, and then we cooked some. Man, I can't wait to grow some more of those. You said Dollar Tree had seeds and garden stuff. I had to go to Dollar Tree. I hadn't been. I haven't been to the Dollar Tree. Now I went into Home Depot. They got their seeds out, and then I was in Lowe's today, and Lowe's got their seeds out. But they don't really have anything that that I don't have, or they really don't have anything I want. Maybe a couple green beans or something I may get from them. Say, hey, Mr. Hands, what are you building tonight? No, I ain't making nothing tonight, but between today and I'm going to this stupid thing. Between today and probably the next day or so, sometime this week, I'm gonna shoot a video of how to build a either 6x3 or 6x4 bed for under $10. Yeah, and that's like the materials. You know, not $6. Yeah, under $10. Yeah, raised bed for under $10 really good, especially for what they're charging for wood now. Wood is very expensive now, so I'm gonna show you how to do it and be able to slide around it and make a raised bed. Yeah, for under 10. For that root shoots and garden boots. I like that name. People be coming up with these creative names. Root shoots and garden boots. Sip them some Solo 55. Gardens more. Tasha Oshie grows. Come up with unique names. Yeah. But yeah, I want to do that to show people that you can get around spending a lot of money to build these beds. You don't have to go buy the 2x6x10 or 2x8x10s or whatever, because this stuff is really expensive now. I mean, they don't lost their minds on some of the costs on some of this wood. So hopefully we can get that done. So show you guys how to build one and save a nickel or two. Yeah. But the day I did release a video, it was on winterizing my peppers. I had already taken my peppers a few months back out of the beds and put them in containers, and all of them had really good root systems on them. And then I put them in the greenhouse, and I didn't cut them back because I wanted to see how long they would produce before any weather would get to them. And then weekend before last, when we had that cold weather and that wind blowing, and it got in the 20s, I was afraid that everything had croaked. But I didn't open my greenhouse, but I peeped in there, and I could see that everything was still living. So I let that week go by, this week go by. And I finally looked in there, and I said, okay, let me go in there now. I didn't want to open it up because it had been so cold. But when I opened it up, a lot of my peppers just started to wilt, the leaves and whatnot. So my experiment was over. I made it to January without cutting everything back. But I went on to cut everything back. So hopefully most of the peppers survive, and then I'll just get a jump on my peppers for this year, because peppers are perennials. You know, some people had their peppers for years and years. They just cut them back and they bring them in the house. You know, the only thing about bringing them in the house, you got to make sure that if you bring them in your house, that there's nothing, no bugs or anything that's in the soils. Yeah, I think I purchased wood for 2 of my garden beds. The rest are repurposed bricks and pallets. Yeah, and that's a good way to do it. You can use repurpose. A lot of my garden beds out there are made from repurposed wood. All right, good night, Miss Clemens. I hope so, Jan. I hope my pepper's gonna be fine. Yeah. And what's crazy is a lot of those peppers I don't eat. You know, the habaneros and jalapenos, and I don't eat that stuff. But those pretty and sweet peppers I do. I eat those, and what's the name of the other pepper? It's one more other pepper. That's a sweet pepper that I eat. Old tree limbs too. Not sure what that's about. I harvest a pepper on January the 3rd. I mean January the 1st. Wow. Yeah, I just took some off my plants today. I surely did. T. Harper said, the Tasha she grows, you seem to be a very resourceful farmer. Yeah, you gotta be resourceful. You're gonna be gardening. I think that's a part of it. What did she say? Bruce made one with firewood from trees we had cut down. Not sure what that's about. Kyla says she's sitting here with her daughter going through Baker's Creek. New book, $75 is the limit. Wow. I'm gonna tell y'all a fun fact. I've never ordered anything from Baker's Creek. I have never ordered anything from Baker's Creek. I know I hear people talking about it all the time. I've never ordered anything from Baker's Creek. Yeah, nothing. I might check them out though. Garden to de-stress. I know that's right. That's why I do it. I saw beautiful and supposed to be tasty peppers at Baker Creek, rare seeds. I want to try. I would say try everything that you want. Yeah, that's what I do. Some stuff I grow just to grow because other people I know eat it, like those peppers. I don't eat them, but I made some peppers for my brother. He liked hot peppers, so I got habaneros and jalapenos and vinegar and in a mason jar for him, so he can have at it. But I don't eat that. Carly says she wants everything. If our Humphrey says she just looked through in my gardens catalog. I looked at his catalog too. He has some interesting things. He got good prices on his seeds. His seeds are very, very got some good prices on his seeds. G Mama Groves, what's going on? G Mama, I'm just here celebrating them daggone Bulldogs. That's what I'm doing. Them Bulldogs. Y'all, we got G Mama Groves up in here. I know one thing. Make sure that you, unless the seed is a hybrid, make sure you start saving some of your seeds. Like right behind my little this table that I'm at, behind there is my little seed saving station where I got little styrofoam plates and I take my vegetables and the seeds and I let them dry out and I got little baggies and I label them. Start saving some of your seeds. That's right, G Mom Grows. Go dogs. I'm talking about junkyard dog, dirty dog, backyard dog. Somebody said, I saw your avocado plant today. I have one too. Garden more. You know what's so crazy? That plant, I planted that year before last. I said last year, I tried to correct it in a little. I planted that year before last. I think I had like 3 or 4 of those and some avocados and some mangoes. And last year, we had real bad cold snap and it killed all of them. And that one right there looked dead, but when it warmed up, I stuck it outside and it came back. And so I wasn't sure which one it was. I just gave it water and the whole all last summer, and then I put it in the greenhouse. So I'm just gonna keep watering and we'll see what happens. We will see what happens. Jen said I need moderators. I do have some, but none of them in the. I could make somebody a moderator right quick. Let's see. Really quick. I'll make a moderator. Okra seeds. All right. Should have some moderators now. Jan said we're buying several more apple and pear trees. All right, Jan, you should be a moderator now. If this thing is do what it said it did, it's supposed to do. I can't see it on here, but I believe it worked. Yeah, so I'm waiting for this stuff to come in, but and before I've mentioned this nursery before, but before I just tell everybody to run to them, I want to make sure that they're sending out a good product. They're here in Georgia. In fact, I bought some stuff from Isons last year. They're not too far from Isons. They've been in business just about as long, but they got excellent prices on bare root fruit trees and stuff like that. And I purchased. Let me look and see what I bought. And they were actually a good price for everything that I got. Where's my daggone? Because I went and looked at stupid thing right here. Okay, here we are. I went and looked at where's my list? All right, here it is. I went and looked at some of the prices at some of the other places I bought fruit trees from. What's the name of them brothers? Something brothers. I bought something from them. They got a good guarantee though, because they sent me a stick. It's supposed to be a peach tree. And I knew that thing went well, but they replaced it and they replaced one of mine. Do they ship? Oh yeah, they ship, Tasha. But I purchased a bell of Georgia peach tree. I purchased 2 prime art blackberry bushes. I purchased a dwarf everbearing mulberry, and this, all these are bare root. I purchased a climax blueberry and another powder blueberry because last year I killed 2 of my blueberries. I killed them. I purchased a Byron Gold plum tree just because I wanted some yellow plums. And I purchased a wonderful plum granite. And then I purchased a cohort muscadine vine and a jumbo muscadine vine. And I purchased a LSU purple fig tree. So all of that is coming. And when it does, I'll shoot a video on it. I'll open it up and see what they actually sent me. Oh, you just noticed my hat? Oh, yeah. If you go on any of my videos, not this one, but you look down in my description, you'll see my merchandise store. I got hats, all kind of stuff, hoodies, sweatshirts, t-shirts. Yeah, appreciate it. Hands in the dirt. We have 2 apples, a pear, and several elderberries, blueberries, raspberries, blackberries, and still they are all still young though. Yeah, yeah. Bougie Purpose said she got an avocado tree out there coverage. Hope it make it through the winter. I hope it makes it too. See you later, T Hart. We'll talk to you. Garden Moore, you want to purchase a muscadine vine? Go online. Well, I purchased these from last year. I purchased I purchased some from a local nursery here. I purchased some. I went down Isons. I drove down Isons and got a couple from Isons, and I have a huge muscadine vine. I'm talking about a mature one, been here for years over here. I uprooted, like, if a muscadine vine touches the ground, it will reroot, and then you can cut it and pull the root up, and you got another vine. So I did that and stuck it into some containers, and they actually took root. So I have 2 in a container ready to go in the ground. So I think that's going to be it for muscadines for me right now. Like, that'll give me, I don't know, 7 or 8, something like that, muscadines. Plus, I got 1 grape. I think I might order another grape. Tasha, oh, she grows a lot of trees. It is a lot of trees. I don't need no more, but it is a couple more trees I want. It is a couple more trees I want. I want a kumquat. I want a kumquat. I want a pineapple guava. Maybe a brown select, maybe something like that. I gave away one of my orange trees. I gave to my auntie. So, yeah, hit that like button. Yeah, I gave away one of my Calamandan orange trees to my auntie. But I think that's it for me on the plum trees. Even though I did want a Metley plum, I think I'm good on plum trees. I have a Santa Rosa, AU Rosa, and a mystery plum that I bought from Walmart last year for $15. It didn't have a tag on it. And then this new, whatever that yellow Byron, whatever that is. Somebody said she wants them. Now I want a muscadine vine. Just order you one. You can go to Ison's, order one. I ordered these from Bottom Nursery, but like I said, I've never ordered anything from them before. They've been in business for a long time, but I want to see what they send me, and once I look at it, I could feel good about recommending them. And I've got pears, 2 plums, elderberry, figs, kumquat, grapefruit, blueberry. Wow, that's a lot. Sipping some soil, said kumquats is awesome. That's what I want. I want the one that's sweet on the outside and sweet on the inside. I want both. I want the Nima and the other one. Yeah, I actually want both, but I need to calm down a little bit. But for all those trees that I bought, I guess I can tell you all this. That stupid thing though. For all those trees that I purchased, with tax, it was with tax and shipping, it was $139.35 for all those trees. That's a Bella, Georgia peach tree, 2 blackberry bushes, a dwarf mulberry tree, 2 blueberries, the Climax and the Powder Blue, a Byron Gold plum tree, a wonderful pomegranate tree, 2 muscadine vines, and an LSU purple fig tree. I got all those trees and bushes and all that stuff. That was shipping. So I had to give them a shot. Willis Orchard, I've heard of them. I harvested a lot of elderberries last year. Yeah, and this company actually sells elderberries too. Bottom, they do. Yeah, they got citrus trees, but their citrus trees are high. I'm going to order my citrus trees from a company in South Carolina called McKenzie's. McKenzie Nursery or McKenzie's Farm. It's in South Carolina. They got excellent prices on their fruit trees, and I've seen some of their trees when people do their reveals and stuff on their trees. Yeah, Jan, that was cheap. I'm just steadily putting stuff in my cart. steady put, but it's all bare root, so I like bare root. I like bare root. Yeah, for under 100, and that's shipping. And like I said, I just want to see what they send me before I can just give everybody a nod. Like, yeah, I recommend them. But they're bare root fruit trees, like the plums, apples, pears, peaches, and all that are like 1995. And I think all the trees are like 2 years old or something like that. Yeah. And for the muscadine vines, they were like $9.95 for the vines, some muscadine vines. So they got, even for the LSU purple big tree, it was like $9.95. Yeah. Stock Brothers, yeah. I looked at Stock Brothers. Yeah, that's about 2 trees of Stock Brothers. That's right. All right, Jan, we'll see you. I just came online to the hoot and root about these bulldogs. Yeah, I was back in the kindergarten until 2019. When we bought our house. I've never had space for trees. Now I have a huge backyard. All right, start dumping some trees in them. I also have a pomegranate from seeds. Wow, LSU purple figs. I'm finna see what they're about. Yeah. Once I see what he sends me, I may have to dive back in there and get some more fig trees because I like figs. The name of the company is Bottoms Nursery, like Bottoms Nursery. They're in Concord, Georgia. Go Dogs. I know that's right. Go Dogs. Y'all just know how happy I am. Game Nerd Moms Garden. What's going on? I'm in Eastern Standard Time. I'm in Zone 7B. My Bulldog just won the national championship. I can't sleep anyway, so I'm up. So I'm gonna do an impromptu go live and talk some trash. G Mama Girl says she's on her second fig tree. Yeah, I already got a couple figs. I already got a mulberry tree. I have 1, 2, 3, 4 peach trees. Be 5 with the new one. But one of my oldest peach tree has that airborne canker um, virus or whatever they want to call it. I'm going to try to clean it up and spray it with some fungicide. And I'm actually gonna try to air layer it to try to see if I could save a limb or two off of it because this is my oldest tree besides one of my pear trees, and because I may have to take that tree down because I don't want it infecting everything else I have out there in the yard. But I have a nectarine tree that did really good last year. I have a red haven peach tree. Hopefully it'll do something this year. I got a Loring peach tree. Hopefully it'll do something this year. 2 pear trees and 1 apple tree. Jim Russell, a peach tree ain't doing nothing. Well, it took mine a few years to start putting on fruit, but I couldn't hardly get anything for the daggone squirrels. These daggone squirrels, man, I had to take my blueberry trees. That's why I didn't put them in the ground. I had to take my blueberry trees and drag them into my greenhouse so I could get some. Suede breeze. I might try blueberries in the spring, but the tree game is a little more than I'm capable of right now. I still have my mulberry stick though. Maybe that will survive the winter. I hope so. Matthews, congratulations on your victory, mate. What's going on, Matthews? Where you in Australia? What's going on, man? Send me some shrimp on the barbie. It's 5 p.m. here. Good night, Sunshine. They call me Sunshine. Hello, everyone. Simple Subtle Reflection, Roll Tide. Yeah, y'all. We got y'all this time. It was about time. I was so sick of Georgia. We don't had y'all 4 times and the boys supposed to win, and we just got some dumb coaching. Y'all definitely got better coaching than we do. Lord have mercy. I'm only roots, shoots, and garden boots. I only had one peach tree, and it did not make it. Where did it go? I don't do well with tree purchase from big box stores. Yeah. You can leave blueberries out, they will survive. I leave mine out all winter. Yeah, my blueberries are outside. I only brought them in during the spring once they started to ripen, like going into the summer a little bit. The birds and the squirrels trying to eat your blueberries up. So I pulled mine in the front of my greenhouse. Good night, my tiny garden. That way I was able to actually get some blueberries. Gardener Bob said she calls them tree rats. I'm telling you, they be digging in my garden. Oh, I'm sorry, I can't stand them. Yeah, I saw Bougie Pepper indoor composting video, indoor and outdoor composting. That was really cool. That was really cool. I commented on that video. So many people with so much talent in the gardening community. I always learn something. That's nice to know. Doesn't get much colder than -1 here today. It was 104 degrees. We don't have squirrels, but we have possums that do the same thing. Wow. 104 degrees. You can have that. Mm. Now in the summertime, it gets hot here in Georgia. Yeah. It gets really hot. Rarely gets 104 unless you're in South Georgia somewhere. You might get that. Sit to some soil for the fire. Yeah, there's a lot to learn. I tell people all the time, I've been gardening for a long time, but I definitely don't know everything. I've learned so much. I didn't even used to watch gardening on YouTube or nothing like that until last year. Was it last year or the year before last? Year before last when the C word came out. Growing with Donnie. What's going on, Seattle? What's the business? Yeah, so I'm learned a lot. Like I had never used all these years of gardening. I've been in house here for 26 years, so um, I've been gardening most of that time here. I've never used blood meal. I never used what's the other meal? Blood meal, bone meal. I had never used bone meal, blood meal, none of those meals. Never even heard of them. But I never ever had issues growing. I just never heard of them. But Miss Linda was talking about it, and I seen other gardeners talking about I had a blood meal. I said, well, so last week I said, well, let me go buy me some of this stuff they're talking about. I never used it before. Yeah, Miss Clemens. Yeah, lead does a lot of airline. But my great uncles and all them, they did it too. Yeah, they did it too. Yes, I learned a lot from gardening and growing. That's yeah. And that's the way I grew up gardening. I learned old school. My great uncle had mules and big cornfields and watermelon fields, and my great uncle had it was either 15 or 16 children. Yeah, so he was gardening for real. And I used to be out there with him, and then my grandmothers and all them. Everybody had a garden, so that's what I learned. I seen compost piles. They used to do compost piles and stuff like that. Chicken manure and different types of manures and stuff in the garden. But I had never seen anybody even talk about blood meal and bone meal and all this kind of stuff until I got on YouTube last year. And then that's when I started learning about that. But they did compost and they did all that kind of stuff. So that's what I was doing because that's all I knew. I'm working on my compost tea game to get rid of all the bone and blood junk. I don't know if it's junk, but oh no, you had that disrespectful. Yeah, I don't know if it's junk, but I just never I didn't know anything about it. We did 4-H as kid, grew strawberries, sold plants back in the 70s. Yeah, when I was in school, we used to take a little milk carton, fill it with soil, put a bean in it, and everybody wrote their name on the carton and stick it in the window. I just like that. Chicken manure and water for a few days and pour water down. Does most of the same thing as blood. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, if you got some good chicken manure or any type of that's been composted, that's not hot, and you don't kill everything that all the bad bacteria and stuff. Did you find that it helped you out using bone blue? I don't know. I don't know yet, Donnie. I'll I'm gonna give it a try. I will have to isolate some plants to put the bone meal and blood meal on it to see if it make a difference. I'm sure it will. It has nitrogen and phosphorus and all that kind of stuff in it, so I'm sure it will. And all these people been using it, works for them, So I just look at other people's garden, and if it works for them, and not saying that it'll work the same for me because everybody's soil is different. There's a whole lot of variables that go into it, but I believe you should be able to get something good out of it because it does have all the trace minerals and all that kind of stuff in it. So she was watching a video today, and the lady was using emo compost to make her soil. I've never heard of that. I'm sure that you can use any kind of animal like that. Um, um, if it's not hot, you have to compost it down and let it, except like rabbit, rabbit manure stuff like that. You could put that directly on your garden. Yeah, I see comfrey. I've never grown comfrey, but I hear it's awesome. These are the things that I've learned on YouTube. Like I never heard anybody saying using comfrey tea and this and growing a comfrey plant for fertilizer and stuff like that. But you learn as you go. So my emu compost, I never heard of that, but I'm sure it will work. It comes from an animal that's a vegetable that eats a lot of vegetables. So I'm sure it will work. Tasha, she grows. Let me see. She said, "Well, what happened to that?" I grew up with my grandparents and great grandparents. They only use fish head. Yep, they did use fish head, fish guts. Yeah, we'll throw it out into the garden and cover it up. Yep, yeah. Nah, I saw that. Yeah, I told my they would have a compost pile so big, and the fish guts and heads and all that went into the compost, cover it up. Yeah, and then they would take that in the leaves and spread all that over the garden and till it in, and then they would plant. Tina Aggie, hope I pronounced that right. Hello, Mr. Hands in the Dirt. Hey, what's going on? Brooklyn Honeybees. Morning, guys. Just popping in and say hello before work. Hope everyone is well. Yeah, man. I'm out here acting a monkey because my Georgia Bulldogs finally won the national championship. Healthy G Mama. Thanks, Doc. I truly believe you've learned how you have to go. Yeah. Make love, boom, boom, boom. What that mean? Tina Aggie. Yeah, I just popped in because my Bulldogs finally pulled off a national championship. I can't wait till tomorrow. Yeah, so I can call my cousin. Because when we lost in the SEC championship game, he called me. He called me, and he had on the Alabama tour. He had on Geno rings. My nephew played for Alabama, so he had on Geno national championship rings when Alabama beat us in the SEC championship game. So he FaceTimed me, and all I could see was Alabama championship rings. So I can't wait to call him tomorrow. Heather G. Monroe, she's in Cali. Cool. Georgia Bout team, purple and gold colors. Georgia Bout up her. No, man. Healthy G, thank you, G Mom. Healthy G Mom. Yeah, it was about time. Good Lord, tired of losing to Alabama. I was tired of losing to Alabama. Good Lord. Every game we'd be up on them. We let them come back and beat us every time. But today they finally held on. Finally held on. So I was so happy. I don't got on here and jumped on the live and started running my mouth about my Bulldogs. Anybody growing anything in their garden that they never grown before? Anybody planning on growing anything that they have never grown in their garden before? I want to know what people are growing. So you might get in trouble. He's a Vol all the way from Tennessee. Oh, yeah, we beat the brakes off them every year. They got us a few years back, though, about 4 years back on a last minute Hail Mary, some mess. Yeah, they beat us. And Tennessee is looking real good right now. They coach. Tennessee's looking a whole lot better. Kentucky's looking a whole lot better. So it's gonna be hard. It's gonna be tough to play. So you sent your son a text asking if he's okay. Yeah. You said Georgia Bulldog. Yeah, you got a gold and purple flag with the Bulldogs. Not sure. No, that's not Georgia Bulldogs. No, Georgia Bulldogs red and black. What that say? Yes, as soon as I order these seeds, I'll tell you. I have some potatoes growing in my fridge that I should really find some soil for. That's right. Put them in the dirt. They ain't gonna do you no good in the refrigerator. Put them things in the dirt. Oh, G Mom Gross said she started 2 neem trees. Cool. Wow, that's interesting. Heather G Mom said she's growing everything in the apartment. She's going to transfer it to a balcony. Cool. Root shoots and garden boots. That's cool. You don't have to be a gardener for long to have success. A lot of people on here haven't gardened for a long time and they have a lot of success. The biggest thing is to have patience and make sure that you take care of your soil. All right. You take care of that soil, the plant will be okay. Soil is the most important thing. Donnie says she's trying a couple of new tomatoes, trying burdock again, and some flowers and medicinals. Cool. Horseradish. Okay, so Eric from Ericism, the guy, his channel name Ericism, he grew horseradish. He harvested some of that this year, and that was new to me. I was like, wow. F.R. Humphrey said, I got some ashwagandha and bitter melon. I've heard of a bitter melon. Cool. I never heard of the other one. I'm not currently growing anything that I haven't grown before, but plans for the spring for some new stuff. Yeah, try something new every year. Just throw something out there new. I grew so many daggone different tomatoes last year that it don't make no sense. I grew a hillbilly tomato, never grew that before. I grew some kind of German tomato that stayed green and they never turned red. I grew a blueberry tomato. I grew a park whopper. I grew cherry tomatoes, yellow cherry tomato. I grew Rutgers tomatoes. I grew Cherokee tomatoes, and I grew purple passion tomatoes. I grew so many different tomatoes. It didn't make no sense. I won't do that this year. I won't grow as many varieties, but I was just trying something. Oh, on a pawpaw tree. So, who did I see sell pawpaw trees? Mackenzie Farms or Mackenzie Nurseries. I don't know if it's farms or nursery. They sell pawpaw trees at Mackenzie's. It's either farms or nursery in South Carolina. They sell them. I think they got them for like $25 or something like that. So you might want to get them a call or check them out. Yeah, she's growing a neem. So I use neem oil to fight my bugs and fungus and all these different things. I order mine online from Amazon. It comes in a little bottle. You just mix some in some water with some dish soap and water and whatnot. I got a big backpack spray I use, and it works pretty good. I like neem oil. Growing shallots, cool. Yeah, I like that. I got to look that up. Ashwagandha seed. I got to look that up. I'm nosy. I want to know what that is. Grafted roses to a peach tree. That's new. I want to see that. So neem bark is amazing for soil pest control. Heather G. Mama said some peppers. I planted horseradish, but it never sprouted. Eric had this stuff. He was digging it out the ground. It's like a giant root, and it was like it was horseradish. Tasha says I just got 10 new tomato seeds and 10 peppers. That's cool. Virtuous Garden Night of One sent me a purple bell pepper. I'm definitely growing that. And she sent me blonde bell pepper. I'm definitely growing that. I want that. I just love the way that purple bell pepper look. It's beautiful. So I definitely be trying to grow those. I want to try jelly melons if I get the seeds and fenugreek. The jelly melon, is that the one that got the little spines on it? I think that's what that is. Grown Donnie says good for mental clarity, right? I forget. I don't know. Okay, ginger. Yeah, yeah, I'm gonna grow some ginger this year. Yeah. What was that? That was my son trying to FaceTime me talking about we finally won. In the tiny cucumbers. Yeah. Yep. Bougie pepper. Patient is a must in the garden. Yeah, learn that the hard way. You can't rush it. Healthy G Monster, she's growing broccolini. Cool. Cool. I've seen people growing that. I have to be super selective about what decide to grow since I don't have a lot of space. But I wish I could grow a ton of peppers. Um, Donnie, if you get a chance, look at the video I shot today. I bought some trays. They had them on sale at Lowe's. They're like long. They're probably about 4 inches across. And one I bought, they're like 36 inches long. And I did buy some that was 24 inches long, but the 36 inches long, I believe if you use those by being 3 feet long, you could put, 3 or 4 different peppers in that and just get some kind of stick or bamboo or something to support it where you could tie your peppers off on it. And that'll save space and you'll be able to grow peppers on that. Need more safe and good for gnats inside the house. I'm using it in the house, but I know it works on them outside the house. Kaleidoscope Junkie. Tata Nursery in South Georgia say they have pawpaw trees in stock. Never heard anything good coming from that nursery. I never bought anything from them, but I never heard anything good from them. Okay. I have purple bell peppers, but everybody's experiences is different. I'll just say look at their views and you can gather from there. I had good luck with brandywine tomatoes 2 years in a row. Big fat meaty, plenty of seeds to save. Freeze the seeds you have, save heirlooms. They need that frost cycle for germination. They need stratification. Yeah. Yeah, it's not an instant killer. But when I spray it, I dose it on there so heavy, like in the afternoon, in the evening, I dose it on there pretty heavy. Where whatever it is, so wet, it's going to kill it. How to Jim, what would you recommend for gnats? Something like neem oil. Yeah. You shouldn't have no issue killing those. Okay. Yeah, I was right. Yeah, jelly melon is a cucumber. It has a spiny yellow. Yeah, I've seen those. I've seen those. I've seen those. Anybody growing rutabagas? I thought I. Oh, and welcome in, Betterson family. I thought I planted rutabagas out here in my garden now, but I can't remember if I did or didn't. I know I got some golden ball. I got some golden ball turnips, and I thought I planted rutabagas. But if I know, I'm definitely gonna get some in the ground. Um, if I can't get them in there this spring, I'll probably wait till this fall to try to plant some. Say fascinated with purple vegetables. Yeah, they're beautiful. G Mama, that's right. Organic soap would take care of fungus gnats and apply black pepper to kill the soil babies. Okay, cool. I know about that. Also, you game their mom, you went and checked out Mackenzie Farms or Mackenzie Nursery. They got some good prices on some citrus. Yeah, I think they got some good prices on some citrus. So I think that's what I'm gonna call them and see if I can get a couple trees from them. Oh, Callie, Pooh Bear's gonna be growing St. John's wort and vinegar. I hope I'm pronouncing that right. Oh, that's a good idea too. Growing with Donnie, those little sticky traps and the light zappers. That'll definitely kill them. Yeah, that black pepper. I never heard of that, but yeah, here's something every day. I use cinnamon and diatomaceous earth. Diatomaceous earth will definitely kill it. Kill it. Diatomaceous earth will definitely kill it. All right, growing with Donnie. I use the same mixture. I think persimmon trees will fruit this year, maybe. Cool. So the persimmons that I see, all these people, that have these persimmons, those aren't the persimmons I grew up with. I grew up eating persimmons. We have persimmon trees and all these fruit trees everywhere. Basically, what my backyard is me reliving my childhood with all these fruit trees and stuff because we had them everywhere back then. And we had persimmon trees, but not the ones that I see people, these big giant persimmons. This type, I don't know all the different types of persimmons that they have. I think the persimmons that we used to eat is native to America. I think these other persimmons, they're getting them, they're from other countries. But we had them everywhere, and they only got about that big. But I see people with, persimmons like this. I'm like, wow. All right, Tasha, I'm finna get out of here myself. So you're gonna need to finish your video so you can go to bed. Good night. Good night. What's the name of that nursery again? Which one? For the citrus, McKenzie is either McKenzie Farms or McKenzie Nursery. They're in South Carolina. And for where I order all my fruit trees from is Bottoms Nursery. And like I said before, I can do any recommendations for Bottoms. This is my first time ordering from them. As soon as I get my trees, I'll do a video on it to see what they actually sent me. And if everything looked good, I'm going to tell everybody to run over there and grab some because they got great prices on their fruit trees and stuff. And they've been in business for a long time. So use Dr. Bronner or Calcium soap. I never had moringa. Yeah, doctor, make sure. Yeah, it will kill your beneficial stuff. Don't want it to kill your pollinators. Yeah, I think she has some. Her plants are indoors, and she's trying to find something that'll kill some stuff on the indoors. So, I'm sure it'll work for what she wants. I'm looking for sandalwood and tea trees that grow in Tennessee. Wow. Always growing, gardening, and prepping. What's going on? You say you love a cutting from a native persimmon tree? Yeah, I know where one is. A lot of times I'll stop and pull my truck like up to the tree and like shake the branches so all the persimmons will fall into the back of my truck. And I'll take those persimmons and I'll use them when I'm deer hunting. Because deer love persimmons, and I'll put them out and put my cameras out before the season starts, or right at the beginning when the season starts, so I can see what's coming in there. They'll come in and eat those persimmons. You say, yeah, yes, the small persimmons are native. Yeah, those are the ones I'm used to. These big, I'm never eaten one of those. I don't even know what they taste like. So it's McKenzie Farms. Yeah, McKenzie Farms. Somebody just did a reveal on the trees that they got from them, some fruit trees, and they look really nice. So that was the second time I seen a reveal on them. I only use it in the evening when pollinators are not usually out, and I don't enter my flowers. Yep. Mainly on my house plants. Yep. So you good to go. They're growing, but maybe the fruit this year. Yeah. 1 teaspoon of salt. Okay. The deer used to get drunk on them. Yeah, when they when they ferment. Yeah. Yeah, when they ferment, yeah, they will get drunk on them. Hope I got rid of that joke. Yeah, they will get drunk on. But all right, guys, I'm not going to hold you guys any longer. I was glad you guys came in, and so now you know you need to plant a nut tree for the tree rats. Not me. Only nut tree that I probably would plant, and I don't even know if they'll grow where I live, is maybe some almonds, but pecans and stuff like that. I don't want those. I've had those in the yards and stuff before, and man, they could be a mess. When you cutting your grass, they shooting out everywhere, breaking windows and everything. That's right. Thank you, G-Mom. Y'all hit the like button before we get out of here. First of all, I want to appreciate everybody for coming in, spending some time with me. It's late. Like I said, I just came on to celebrate my Georgia Bulldogs. Finally, yes, Lord, thank you. Finally won a championship. Oh, Tina A. Oh, really? Good to see you since the Cajuns talk show. Cool. That's all right. Always gardening and prepping. So Saturday night, um, the everyday life of an OCD chick, Michael Farmer, and I will be doing a live. We have a live that's called the chat, and Nikki will be the host this week, and I'll be the host next week. And this past Saturday, Michael Farmer was the host. So if you get a chance, you guys come by and check us out on Saturday at 7. Come check us out. You know, we're just talking about we're just chatting about whatever's going on, trending topics, a little bit of everything. Some of it's gardening, and a lot of it won't be gardening. We're just different topics, and we want you guys to give us ideas of what you guys like to talk about. So we'll reach out into the chat and take notes from some of the things you guys may want to talk about. We'll be talking about music and the good old days and everything up under the sun except for politics, race, and religion. If our homie said great live, I'm a night owl. Me too. Drop the link. Oh Lord, let me see. Let me see. Let me see. Shoot. Let me see.
Why doesn't every home in the U.S. have solar panels?
Okay. I forgot I had G Mama in here. I'm all over the place. So that should be. Let me see. I guess I should have put a name in there. Well, I'm gonna let G Mama take care of that. Drop fam. What's up, Drop? What's going on? G Mama, if you could drop Nikki's link. The everyday life of OCD's chick. I'm up late and Drop. I'm always up late. Yeah, I told you I have a hard time sleeping. Man, our dogs finally did it. Thank you, Lord. Jesus, I'm so glad we finally done it. I'm happy with that. Whew. Man, y'all just don't know. Y'all just don't know. Oh, Lord. We finally got one in. G Mom, you're doing a great job. I really appreciate that. Yeah, but you guys, yeah, we finally beat them, man. Man. I think you got all of the night I was up. Yeah. Yeah, Saturday chat will be Nikki will be hosting it. Like I said, it'll be me, the everyday life of an OCD chick and microfarmer. And the name of the group is the chat. Like I said, we'll be chatting it up about a little bit of everything. So you guys make sure you come through. And then next week I'll be hosting, and y'all come and check me out. Come and support me. So yeah, 316 was always crowded on Saturday. That's right. Going to Athens. Go Dogs. We had shots fired a lot night here. Southwest Athens, almost like New Year's. I bet. I bet. Is it fun? Cali Pooh Bear, what fun? Our chat on Saturday night. Yeah, it's gonna be fun. Yeah, Microfarm, he did a big giveaway. I think it was like $130. You know, he does his little jackpot. He gave like $130 in his jackpot he does. And like I said, Sunday Backyard Farmer on New Year's, he won $429 on the jackpot. Okay, so when we just go put Nikki as a ring her bell or mine, you know, click on our bell. Yeah, the chat is gonna be lit. We're gonna have a good time. Yeah, we're gonna have a real good time. We're gonna see what Nikki got in store. Who did you beat? We beat Alabama. Finally, always gardening and prepping. You just don't know. Lord have mercy. Oh, you said it was fun. Yeah. The chat is fun. Yeah, and that's what it's meant to be. That's meant to be, you know, lay back a little bit and we just chop it up. You know, we're gonna be talking about a range of topics. I think last week topics is I think it was like, what have you done to better yourself um, as a person? It was something like that. And so a lot of people, you know, spoke on what they've done and what do you need to do and what type of people you know you need to associate with and what type of people you don't need to associate with to better yourself. Yeah, 316 stay crowded. 33 to 18. Lord of mercy, I'm just happy we won. I'm just looking for us to do something stupid. All right, I appreciate it, Tina. I appreciate it. All right, guys. So I'm not going to hold you guys any longer. I really appreciate you guys coming in here on this last minute impromptu live, sitting here talking about these daggone Georgia Bulldogs. So the last thing I'm going to say to you guys before I leave, go Dogs. Y'all have a good one. I appreciate you. All right. If you have some seeds, remember, put them in the dirt.